This sort of story is incredible. It's empowering, it's life-changing, and we have to see how life-changing this property development being driven by Carl Fredrik's company, Bitprop initiative, is for ourselves, right?
I agree with you, Uncle Tabsy. That's exactly why I met up with him in Khayelitsha, to learn more of what's happening on the ground.
Yeah.
The value of owning your own property and having your name on a title deed is incredibly valuable. But being able to do so when it comes to RDP houses in South Africa can prove to be extremely tricky. But we have learned how Bitprop's mission is tackling this through their micro property development initiative. And now it's time to meet the people and hear the stories behind this groundbreaking work.
Hello. Good, how are you?
Yeah.
Oh, good, how are you? This is beautiful.
Like it?
I love it. Carl, I love the style and the feel of this development. I think it's really, really cool. Who does it belong to?
Louisa, she lives in that property, and then we have now built 8 units for her. So she is the landlord, taking care of 8 different families, mostly young professionals like teachers, police officers. These units creates nearly 25,000 rand a month in rental revenue.
Wow.
So when she stops working of some reason, then she has still a unit, 8 units on her flat, because these will stand for forever.
And it's increasing the property value as well.
I would say that this property now is worth 1.6 million at least. You have a legacy like when you have a proper house. And this is a proper house with a revenue stream. And I'm part of the UNICEF like Global Advisory Board, and I've met a lot of UN people, and they said that that's very unique because nearly all housing programs in the world are focusing on the main house.
You know, coming up with an idea is very easy, but the execution of the vision requires to work with people who know what they're doing. What has the experience been like working with your team?
We have had an amazing team. All from the beginning, when I met Prince and when he was mentoring him, he was a brilliant entrepreneur, and the deal we had that was I helped him to build his businesses if he helped me to find talented people. Now we will meet one of the architects, Sebastian Hitchcock, an amazing person that has created this together with Claire Dutrevaux.
This looks so cool, Sebastian.
Thank you.
And it's all you.
It's me and a team. We actually use local builders from Khayelitsha who have put this project together.
You won a prize at the SA Institute of Architects on your thesis, Affordable Rental Housing. What are some of the needs you've had to consider when it comes to backyarding?
Well, firstly, one of the things I realized was that this sort of development is happening all over South Africa and many of the developing communities around the country. And there's many ways of doing things, and our prerogative is much more to improve on these processes. How do we link a formal architect, better construction, better material supply to these landlords?
What are the features that you've had to add to make it comfortable for the tenants?
Our standard plan aims to really suit the tenants, either a single or a couple, sometimes even a family of 4. 22 to 25 square meters, ensuite bathroom. We have prepaid electricity, prepaid water, prepaid Wi-Fi, and really stress safety and a place to call home.
And now we're going to where it all started for you.
Yes. Here we started in 2019, and this is our amazing landlord. Like, hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
Partnering with Bitprop helped me a lot. Firstly, I wanted to have a side hustle, but it was impossible for me. That's where Bitprop came in. They provide everything, the cost of everything is from them, and they made it easy for me for paying them back. Working with tenants for the first time was a challenge. I don't want to lie, because this is my space and my family, and I'm not used to the other people, but we get along. They must trust me to share ideas and to not to be scared of talking to me about anything. If they are not happy, they are feel free to come to me. And I always want to make sure that they are welcomed and they feel at home here.
Please tell us more about the backyarding expansion in RDP homes and how one can make it profitable.
What we've done with our model, that we use the backyard tradition that is in South Africa and all over the world, like where people build around their house. But what we do is we formalize it, we do it in an industrialized scale. What we now do is we bring in private money to create the infrastructure that gets a fantastic life for the landlord, the lady. Even the tenants get better housing with separate bathroom, separate kitchenette. So the quality of life for her and the tenants goes up. And then also, because we have the ambition to secure the title deed, she gets a real asset that she owns. The dignity you have to have paper on what you actually own, to have a title deed. So this is also a dream of like giving the opportunity to poor people to own their own land. And that will be an institutional change that is fundamental for the world, because you have a revenue stream on her backyard, and we can use the revenue stream to get her also the title deed.
Which areas have shown interest in partnering with Bitprop's micro property development?
During 2021, we will completely focus in on Khayelitsha, Cape Town, to like expand here and to show this in big scale. And then we have showcased that this is scalable. And then we can take any township in South Africa, and beyond that we want to take Kenya, other countries where we have exactly the same problem.
There have been many key players in executing this vision of land reform, property development and economic empowerment that has been championed by Bitprop. It's a brilliant model that can help lead the way in addressing access to title deeds and rental incomes for low-income people in our country.
I mean, how's that?
Stunning.
Changing
Absolutely
lives,
love it.
empowering people, putting those title deeds in their pockets, in their hands, and really just transforming what the economy looks like in that space and how people can participate in that way. I love it.
Contributing to economic transformation and also
Yes.
empowering women, seeing as the majority of partners with Bitprop are women, and we're all here for that. So make sure to keep it locked on your Feel Good Breakfast show, because we also continue the conversation around property and renting with our friend-in-law, Eitan Stan. You don't
Can't
want
wait
to
for
miss
that.
out.